in this question, we are going to show you how to factorize a cubic polynomial. In this case, we have a difference of cubes and there is no highest common factor. Remember, you need to always check if you have a highest common factor or not before you start factorizing. So in this case, we do not have the highest common factor. Okay, so now let's see how we're gonna do this. Remember guys, a cubed can be broken down into a times a times a, and 8 is going to be broken down into 2 times 2 times 2. So you can agree with me that those two numbers are perfect cubes and we have a difference of cubes in this case, right? And I'm going to use what we call the SOAP method. So what you do is you create a small bracket and a big bracket. Then the SOAP method is like this. The sign here is the same as the original, that is S. Then here it's opposite. So if that is negative, this one must be positive. So this is same sign, opposite sign, and then SOAP. So AP just means always positive. Always positive. So the last sign when you factorize cubes is going to always be positive. Just remember it with SOAP. We call it the SOAP method. It's the same, opposite, always positive. And then to get the term here, you just cube root this. What is cube root of a cubed? I already broken it down. Cube root of a cubed is a. And then let's cube root the 8. The cube root of 8 is 2. Because 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Then we find, right? Here is 2. Now I'll show you how to get the second bracket. What is a times a, ladies and gents? A times a is a squared. So the first position here will be a squared. What is 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is 4. So the last position would be a 4. What is a times 2? A times 2 is 2a. I'm going to repeat how to get this thing. You firstly recognize that this is cubes. And then once you recognize that that is the difference of cubes, you are going to now do this. The sign here will be the same as the sign there. And then on the second bracket, if this is negative, this is opposite, so it's positive. The last one is always positive. Now let's do it together. What is the square root of a cubed? The square root of a cubed is a. What is the square root of 8? The square root of 8 is 2. And then what is a times a? A times a is a squared. What is 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is 4. What is a times 2? A times 2 is 2a. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can do the next question, which is 1.0.13.12. 1.0.13.12, which is 8m cubed plus 27. We do not have the highest common factor in this case, so we can proceed and recognize a sum of cubes. Because 8 is a cube, m cubed is a cube, 27 is a cube. What we mean is if we cube root those numbers, we're going to have perfect numbers. So let's go on. Okay, because it's cubes, I'm going to use the SOAP method. Same, opposite, always positive. Now let's cube root this. What is cube root of 8m cubed. The cube root of 8 is 2. The cube root of m cubed is m. What is the cube root of 27? Cube root, not square root, sorry. Cube root of 27 is 3. Cube root, even here, I meant cube root, not square root. Yes. Okay. And then, to get the same, the second bracket, 2m times 2m. 2m times 2m, it's 4m squared. And then to get the last term is 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. To get the middle term is 2m times 3m. 2m times that. And that will give us 6m. And that is fully factorized, ladies and gentlemen. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to share with family and friends. And yeah, thank you very much. Tango.